Welcome to an epic chapter in English history, how King Alfred's strategic reforms laid the foundation for victory, ultimately saving England from relentless Viking assaults. Our story begins with King Alfred the Great, the legendary ruler of Wessex, who faced the existential threat of the Viking Great Heathen Army in the 9th century. In the 9th century, England was under constant pressure. Viking armies had already conquered and settled much of the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, leaving only Wessex under Alfred's control. Alfred's primary goal was not just to defend his kingdom of Wessex, but to establish a robust, unified defense mechanism that could eventually lead to the unification of all Anglo-Saxon peoples. Recognizing that the old ways of warfare were failing, Alfred implemented radical military and logistical reforms to counter the mobility and surprise attacks of the Vikings. He reorganized the Fyrd, the traditional Anglo-Saxon militia. Instead of summoning all men at once, he divided them into two groups, ensuring that half were always available for continuous defense, solving the problem of long campaigns. Crucially, Alfred initiated the construction of the quote system, a network of fortified towns designed both for protection against raids and as strategic supply and command centers. Following a period of relative peace, the Viking threat flared up again around 892, challenging the strength and preparedness of Alfred's newly fortified kingdom. Two large Viking fleets, including forces previously active on the continent, landed in Kent and the Thames estuary, establishing new bases and renewing the campaign of conquest. The Danish strategy was predictable. Rapid raiding followed by the establishment of fortified encampments, forcing Alfred's armies into prolonged sieges or unfavorable pitched battles. The climax of this renewed threat came during the Buddington campaign in 893, a pivotal confrontation that would test Alfred's entire defensive system. A significant Viking force moved west into Mercia, establishing a strong defensive fort at Buddington, near the River Severn in modern-day Wales. Alfred quickly mobilized his forces, uniting the armies of Wessex with their crucial Mercian and Welsh allies to completely surround the Viking fortification, cutting off their escape routes and supplies. The stage was set for the Battle of Buddington, a critical moment where the fate of Anglo-Saxon England hung in the balance. Facing starvation and a hopeless siege, the trapped Vikings launched a desperate, ferocious breakout attempt, only to meet the full, coordinated might of Alfred's allied forces. The Anglo-Saxons achieved a decisive victory, shattering the main Viking army at Buddington and scattering the remaining forces, marking a major turning point in the war. The Battle of Buddington provided crucial breathing room for Wessex and cemented Alfred's status as a military genius and national savior. This victory was the ultimate validation of Alfred's reforms. The Burhs provided safe logistics, and the reorganized Fyrd allowed for the sustained campaign necessary to achieve victory. While Alfred faced further challenges, the success at Buddington paved the way for his successors to consolidate the remaining Anglo-Saxon lands, eventually leading to the formation of a unified Kingdom of England.